Welcome back to another episode of Faith Talks, where we dive deep into the Christian journey. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah. Today we're talking about one of the most essential aspects of our faith, prayer, what it means, how it works, and why it's so crucial in our daily lives.
You know what fascinates me? The idea that sometimes our most desperate prayers lead to the most unexpected transformations. I just came across this incredible story about prayer that completely challenges how we think about getting what we want versus getting what we need.
That's intriguing. What kind of story are we talking about here?
Well, it takes place in Korea back in 1975, where this high school senior, Pastor Kai-woon Choi, faced a massive crisis. Unlike today's education system, students only got one shot at their college entrance exams. No retakes, no second chances.
That must have created some intense pressure. What happened to this particular student?
So here's where it gets interesting. Despite being a strong student throughout high school, his final semester scores dropped significantly. His guidance counselor flat out refused to let him even apply to the top college in Korea.
That seems pretty harsh. Was there no way to appeal that decision?
Well, his mother actually became his advocate, starting this intense back and forth with the counselor. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. While this battle was going on, the student decided to take matters into his own hands, with what you might call a rather bold approach to prayer.
Oh, I can already tell this is going to be good. What exactly did he do?
Picture this. New Year's Eve, 11 p.m. He walks into his church's prayer room and basically gives God an ultimatum. Tell me tonight which college to apply to, or I won't believe in you anymore.
That's such a raw and honest prayer, even if it seems a bit, presumptuous.
Right? And here's the amazing part. God didn't answer him right away. He waited for 2 hours, heard nothing, and went home, feeling completely defeated. But while having a midnight snack, something extraordinary happened.
So what exactly changed in that moment?
He suddenly experienced this overwhelming sense of peace, the kind that the Bible talks about that surpasses all understanding. His entire perspective shifted from, I must get into this specific college, to, I'll serve you wherever I end up.
That's fascinating. So the real answer wasn't about the college at all, was it?
Exactly. Though here's the twist. His mother's persistence eventually paid off, and the counselor reluctantly allowed him to apply. Not only did he get accepted, but out of 54 students in his class, he was the only one who got into any college that year.
That's quite a powerful outcome. How did this experience change his approach to prayer going forward?
Well, he started keeping a detailed prayer journal in college, 96 specific requests over 6 months. Every single one was answered in some way. Yes, no, or wait. It completely transformed his understanding of how prayer works.
That reminds me of how we often approach prayer like a vending machine. Insert request, expect immediate result.
Exactly. And what's really fascinating is how he learned to make his prayers more specific. Instead of general requests like, help me today, he started being very precise about what he needed.
That makes so much sense. It's like the difference between saying, I'm hungry, versus asking for a specific meal.
And here's another crucial element he discovered: the importance of wrapping prayers in gratitude. Think about how differently we respond to requests that come with appreciation versus demands.
How do you think this kind of approach might change someone's daily prayer life?
Well, he came to see prayer as spiritual breathing, essential for survival. Just like our bodies can't go without oxygen, our spiritual lives need this regular connection. It's not about perfection. It's about developing an ongoing conversation.
That really takes the pressure off trying to pray perfectly, doesn't it?
Absolutely right. And you know what's most powerful about this story? It shows that even when we start with immature or desperate prayers, those can become stepping stones to a deeper understanding of faith and trust.
So the real transformation wasn't just about getting into college. It was about his entire approach to prayer and faith.
Exactly. Sometimes the miracle isn't getting what we want. It's the peace and perspective we gain while waiting for an answer. That's the real power of prayer. not just changing our circumstances, but changing us. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Keep praying, keep trusting, and we'll see you next time on Faith Talks.